Non-cooperation with evil is as much a duty as is cooperation with good. The law of love could be best understood and learned through little children. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. Truth stands, even if there be no public support. It is self-sustained. Honest differences are often a healthy sign of progress. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. I claim to be a simple individual liable to err like any other fellow mortal. I own, however, that I have humility enough to confess my errors and to retrace my steps. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. If I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it even if I may not have it at the beginning. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need but not for man's greed. The best politics is right action. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. I believe in equality for everyone, except reporters and photographers. You should be the change that you want to see in the world. Love is the strongest force the world possesses, and yet it is the humblest imaginable. In prayer, it is better to have a heart without words than words without a heart. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served. You don't have to burn books to destroy a culture. Just get people to stop reading them. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. The only tyrant I accept in this world is the still small voice within me. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is like an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Freedom is never dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? An ounce of patience is worth more than a ton of preaching. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. The only way to deal with the unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. The good man is the friend of all living things. Intolerance is itself a form of violence and an obstacle to the growth of a true democratic spirit. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. The pursuit of truth does not permit violence being inflicted on one's opponent. The best weapon against an enemy is another enemy. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. A no that is truly a no is better than a yes that is merely a yes. Hate the sin, love the sinner. The enemy is fear. We think it is hate, but it is fear. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is the truth. In doing something, do it with love or never do it at all. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. First, they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. The future depends on what you do today. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in service to others. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. Non-violence is a weapon of the strong. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will.